Here we are still in Revelation 8 and 13. We're looking at the trumpet judgments now. And I looked and I heard verse 13, an eagle crying out with a loud voice as it flew directly overhead. He said, woe, woe, woe to those who dwell on the earth at the blast of the other trumpets that the three angels are about to blow. Now, I mean, he says, 1 to 4, yes, they were bad, but there's still more coming, and it's going to be worse. And so we turn into chapter 9, and verse number 1, it says, the fifth angel blew his trumpet, and I saw a star fallen from heaven to earth. He was given the key to the shaft of the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit? That sounds kind of quite intriguing. It seems as let's see what actually says here. He opened the shaft of the bottomless pit, and from the shaft rose smoke like the smoke of a great furnace. The smoke coming up out of the shaft, and the sun and the air were darkened with the smoke from the shaft. So here's this pit, this bottomless pit, and he opens up the shaft, and you see the smoke rising up. And it says, then from the smoke came locusts on the earth, just like locusts back in, again, like in Egypt, right? Locusts on the earth, they were given, but this is no ordinary locust. It says they were given power like the power of scorpions of the earth. I've never been stung by a scorpion, but I understand it can be very, very painful. They were given power like the power of scorpions of the earth. And they were told not to harm the grass or any green plant or any tree, but only those people who do not have the seal of God in their foreheads. Remember, they were sealed. They were sealed in chapter 8, the 144,000 Jews. They were sealed, they're protecting them from the judgment. And so now these locusts were instructed, listen, you can harm anyone, but not anyone with the seal of God on the head. Thank God he preserves, he protects his own. Even in the midst of this judgment, God is still looking out for his people. They were allowed to torment them for 5 months. 5 months, but not to kill them. Not to kill them. Their torment was like the torment of a scorpion when it stings someone. Wow. Torment coming in the world on those who have rejected Christ, those who reject God. And people say, but how can God, a good, loving, and kind God, do that? Listen, if people see this torment, it still is incomparable to the torment of hellfire. It doesn't compare to hell because that's for all eternity. When God judges now in our lifetime and he disciplines us, it is so that we would get our act together. We would recognize how real he is, how graciously good he is, and we can turn to him rather than live a life in rebellion against God. And we're going to continue this and look more into these other angels.